Hey everybody, welcome to Math with ACE. We are working on a stats problem, and in this problem, we're going to calculate the mean, the median, and the mode in Excel. So I have an Excel document up for the Excel online version, and in a previous video, I showed you how to actually copy and paste the data and turn the text into a column and then transpose. So I have all of my data ready to go here. So what I want to do is I want to navigate to an open cell, and I want to calculate the average. The mean and average, when I'm talking about the mean, I'm talking about the arithmetic mean. And so I don't type equals mean. I want to actually type equals average to calculate the average that I'm dealing with. Then I'm going to open parenthesis, and I'm going to highlight the data that I'm talking about as I have 39 values. And I'm going to close parentheses. So even though you can't see that I've closed the parenthesis, what happens is the dashed lines now become solid, and my selected area is the area it's going to calculate. I'm going to press enter. If I go up higher, now I can see in cell C1 that the average was 13.94872. I talked about in my class or in our book that I prefer 3 decimal places. So what I could do is I could adjust the number of places for decimals. So you can decrease the decimals or increase the decimals. So I'm going to decrease the decimals so that it rounds for me as well. This was the mean. I'm going to type mean here so that I know. I also want the median, and then I also want the mode. The median command is equal sign, and then the word median, open parenthesis, and again, I can highlight the data. I'm going to hold the shift key and scroll down and then click the last cell in the data set. That also works. I can also go up into the top bar where the formula is and close parenthesis there. And now the median is 13. So the mean is greater than the median. And that should tell us something about the shape of the distribution. To calculate mode, we select enter, mode, open parenthesis, selecting the data, whichever method you prefer. I could say A1 to A39. That's where all of the data set was, close parenthesis. So now you've seen 3 different ways in which we can calculate or we can select the data. And the mode is 10. So the mode is the most frequent number, which is 10, and 10, it looks like, appears 5 times. The mean is the average to where all of the values are added up and then divided by how many values there are. And then the median is the middle when the data is sorted. And our data is sorted here. And remember, you can use the formula n plus 1 divided by 2 to find the location of the median, not the value, the location, and then go to that location to find the value of the median. Now, in a symmetric distribution, the mean and the median should be the same. And in a symmetric distribution, the mean is typically going to be the measure of center that we use. In a distribution that is skewed, we would rather use the median. Now, hopefully you remember that the reason that is because the median is not affected by outliers, but the mean is. The middle number is not really impacted by highs and lows, but the average is. Imagine that you have 100% on all of your test scores. So every single number is 100, you're rocking the class, everything's great. But then all of a sudden you're sick and you miss a test and you get a 0. What's going to happen to your average? That 0 is going to bring your grade down. So your average is really impacted by that 0. But if you numbered all your 100s, let's say you had 50, 0, 100, the middle number is still 100. And whether you add that 0 in or not, that 100 is not going to change. So the median is going to stay. It's resistant to that outlier of the 0, whereas the average is not. Hopefully this was helpful. Thanks for watching, y'all.